Hello darling, it's another coffee morning. Well actually it is now 3:55, so in 5 minutes I have to have had my last drink for my bladder protocol. I must admit that's not going too badly because I'm only getting up once a night, so that's an improvement actually. That said, what's been happening this week? How are you everyone? I am still buzzing. Honest to God, I don't know what is going on with me, but I think it's the exercise. And not that I'm overdoing it, but I did row for 80 minutes the other day, then paid for it, then went to the chiropractor and got sorted out. So I rowed again for another 60 minutes this morning. 60 minutes is usually my favourite, but I was listening to a programme the other day when I did the 80 minutes, and I didn't want to stop until the programme had finished. But that was another 20 minutes more, so I tell you, I do get obsessed with things. Anyway, yes, it was painful, but my chiropractor sorted me out. Here's the thing. You know all those blouses I ordered from Amazon, from China, cheap? Well, on the label it says 45% cotton and 55% linen. Well, I've got one here and I'm ironing it. And if ever a thing did not feel like linen and cotton, this blouse feels like nothing like linen or cotton. Just saying. It is the only one out of the 4 blouses that arrived that I am keeping. But thereby hangs a tale. Before I ever order something from China, I always check that it is free returns. And on this one it said free returns, doesn't cost you a penny, so I ordered the 4. Anyway, I went online and I started a return. And then I got the label and it says attach postage here. And I thought, well, that's not right. These are free returns. So I looked at their policy. I had not worn them. They were still in their new condition. It was only the next day that I was returning them. And they said, we would prefer to offer you 30 to 70% off rather than you return them. Now, why would I want that? Because 2 of them didn't fit, they were tight around the arms, and 2 of them were not the colour that I ordered in the first place. So why would I want 70% off something that I would end up giving to a charity shop? Doesn't make sense. So anyway, I thought, well, that's mis-selling. So I got onto Amazon and I told them of my problem, and they said, don't worry, we will send them a message. And if you haven't heard anything from them in 24 to 48 hours, then contact us again and we will refund you. I'm going to contact them again on Monday if I haven't been sent a prepaid label, but if I have, I'll just send them back. That's one thing. The other thing is that I bought some new foundation because Katie said, oh, I like this green foundation because it's in a pot. So I thought, I was coming to the end of my Arborian tube of green foundation. Arborian. I think this is brilliant. So why on earth I decided to try something new, I don't know. Well, yes, I do. It's because it was in a pot. And when these come to an end, if you don't cut off the tube halfway down and scrape it all out, you would be wasting a lot. And these are 30-something pounds for 45 mils. So a pot would be sensible, wouldn't it? Anyway, I bought this. Where is it? this is a warning. I bought this one, and it is Cicapair Dr.Jart Plus. I put it on my face yesterday and I thought, well, I need this on my face because I have been using the Effordex cream, and believe you me, my face for the last week has been a series of cracking around my nose and bleeding, down here bleeding, round here bleeding, this bleeding, up here not quite bleeding but it's not mobile. So I've been using my red light therapy and baby bottom cream, that Sudocreme stuff, it's great. Anyway, it got to the stage yesterday that I wanted to make this video. This is the second go at it. I can tell you that yesterday's one was a complete wipeout. I decided to put this cream on, this one, and I thought, oh, I don't know, it doesn't look as good as the other one. It feels a bit different, it feels a bit cakey. But I carried on and I did my makeup. But, oh my goodness, when it came to taking the stuff off last night, I've got my cellar water, and with this one, I normally get a couple of pads and then I wipe it all off. Problem gone. No problem at all, in fact. But this one, I applied the micellar water, I rubbed it all over my face, only a little bit came off, and I thought, well, that's unusual. So I got some more pads, more micellar water, rubbed it, scrubbed it, it wasn't shifting. Then I got a rough flannel, I put some soap on it, and I rubbed it and rubbed it, honest to God, considering I've got areas, especially on the top here and around here, that I put it on to mask the fact that I've got all these problems that I'm trying to heal from. I rubbed my face almost raw trying to get this stuff off. It was a nightmare, and I thought, that's like I've painted house paint on my face. It was that bad. So that's not going to be used. Katie likes it. I don't know why. She doesn't seem to have a problem getting it off, but I do. I really did. I needed a scraper. I needed a wallpaper scraper to get it off my face. So, lesson learned. And ladies, I definitely wouldn't get it if I were you. It is a nightmare. Anyway, I have got an appointment online with a doctor to talk about my ADHD on Tuesday at 3:30. I paid my £400 to mypaysuk.com and I booked my diagnostic appointment, and then they sent me a whole ton of things I had to fill in. I recognised it in my son, who could never ever sit still as a child when he was a toddler. They almost wanted to throw him out of nursery because he would never sit still. But obviously that's why, because he's been diagnosed with ADHD. He wasn't naughty, he just couldn't sit still. I've started watching a new channel. This gentleman is called Robbie, and his channel, I mean, if you're over 60 and live in Australia, then he's a mine of information. His channel is called Life in the Lockyer, Retirement Over 60. And his name is Robbie. And I've watched all of his videos. He's not long started. I think he's got 72 subscribers. And he's very easy to listen to. And he's got very good ideas. He's very informed. And a lot of it isn't just for Australia. It goes across everyone and their retirement. So he's definitely worth having a look. And I will put the information down here. My desk looks like a bomb site. My table in my kitchen, even though I did my 5-minute cleanup this morning, but it soon gets to look like my notepad has just exploded all over my table. However, I have decided I'm going to get organised again. I have ordered some nice acrylic see-through boxes. I've ordered them for my desk so that I can put all my super duper notebooks that I buy, and then I still use one of those tiny notes, but I really want to get to the stage where I put them into my notebook. I've got several notebooks now, and yet I'm not really using them properly. So I want to get organised. I think if I got organised, then my head would feel better. And I need to get organised on my computer, so all my notes for each video that I have, I generally delete them all, which is really silly. What I want to do is I want to label them and then put them on my desktop in a file. Wouldn't that be super? For me. Yes, it would be. Oh, this. Right, I'm going to show you. It's damp now, but I'll probably wear it next time. In fact, maybe not, because I want to shorten the sleeves. But that's quite pretty, isn't it? As a top. The sleeves are a little bit long. They come down to about here, so they're neither fish nor fowl. And I will take them up to just below my elbow. And I think that will make it look a lot more elegant. The other thing that I wanted to tell you is that when I was talking to my darling boy about my overeating, he said to me, "Is that why you've had so many tummy aches lately?" He said, "Because you can't..." He didn't say because you're a greedy cow, thank goodness. He said, "Is that why you've had so many tummy aches just lately? Because you haven't stopped eating even though you're full?" I said, "Yes, it is." He said, "Maybe that's why you've put on some weight just lately." And I thought, I said, "Yes, it probably is." But in my head, this sledgehammer was going off, and I'm thinking, that's it. I'm going to take myself in hand and I'm going to lose that weight. I had weighed myself that morning and I was 11 stone 5 still. I did make flapjacks, and all the rest that weren't sent home to Jack and Lily, I put in the freezer. And no, I'm not going to go to the freezer and quickly try and defrost a couple, because that would be bad. Plus, I sent a message to Sheila today saying that I'm going to use her to keep me accountable. I think if we're on a diet, or if we're trying to be good, then we need somebody to keep us accountable. And do you know what? The thought, and I will be honest, the thought of having something sweet is a temptation. But I would have to tell Sheila that I'd had it, and then I'd be letting myself down. And that's a good way of thinking about it. You know, I get up at 4 a.m. now, or often 3, because if I wake up at 2:30 for a bathroom break, then I get back into bed and I lie there, and then my neck starts hurting despite all the treatment I've had. And then I think, well, if I lie in bed any longer, then I'm going to have this terrible neck pain and probably a migraine. So I get up and I start my day, and I usually answer my comments. Then I watch the videos of people that I'm subscribed to. Then I get on with my day. And even those videos, I am trying to limit the amount of time that I watch them, because I tell you, you click on YouTube, you find your people that you are subscribed to, and you start watching the videos, and honest to God, the next time you look at your watch, it's gone an hour. I don't want to be spending all the time doing that, because I'm not doing other things. And I made the decision to delete the YouTube Studio app from my phone, because checking that is becoming obsessive too. I think I'm just full of obsessions. The exercise is good. I'm still drinking the pineapple tea. I love that. I think the exercise is doing a massive amount of good, actually, because it releases dopamine, and if you've got ADHD, you lack dopamine. I am going to carry on doing the invites to the inner circle. Some of you, honestly, haven't even replied to me. Now, either it's because you think, not in your Nelly, Imogen, I'm not going to be in your inner circle because, frankly, I get enough of you on YouTube. However, and that's okay, but maybe you just haven't seen your name at the end of the video. If you haven't, then I think a couple of videos ago, I did put a whole host of names on the video to email me so you can come and join our inner circle. If you've got this far, then you're right near the end and brilliant. Thank you. And look out for the inner circle invites. And if you have been, thanks for watching. Lots of love. Bye-bye.